What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I want to welcome y'all back to the man cave. And look, we doing some. I'm trying something new, which I'm gonna have to do anyway. But so I might as well go and start it now. Um, Tonight is the first night that we're. I'm only putting the podcast on my pages, so y'all will have to um, follow my pages. The first one is comedian Black Boy, a.k.a. Papa Black, and also the Papa Black podcast page. And then, or you can catch it on my YouTube channel, um, comedian Black Boy, a.k.a. Papa Black. But tonight is the first night that we actually just doing it on my pages and not my profile page. Like I say, the numbers don't count on my profile page, so eventually I'm gonna have to move it anyway. And instead of keep putting it off, I might as well gonna do it now. I know it's gonna probably be a minute before everybody catches on, but you know what I mean. I got a feeling we're gonna be all right. So y'all bear with me. You know what I mean as we make that transition. You know what I mean, but we still gonna we working on a couple of things, a couple of shows with a couple of people. You know what I mean? So it won't just be my voice that you hear all the time. And I know y'all might be getting tired of my voice, but hey man, y'all say y'all want me back. You know what I mean? I'm working on a couple of things, so don't be shocked. You see me out somewhere. You see me on the stage somewhere. I'm getting back into kickball and a lot of the stuff that I get my piece doing. You know what I mean? I'm getting back into those things as I would advise everybody. If you got something that bring you peace, hey man, spend more time doing it as much time as you can. You know what I mean? We all live some very chaotic lives. You know what I mean? But you got to find a way to get you some peace. You know what I mean? Now go Miss Carrie. How you doing? Miss Carrie, make sure she always tuning in. Glad to see that you read my post earlier about checking it out on the pages. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we finna make some changes so we can start making all this shit count instead of just doing it. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna dedicate time and all that shit to it, we got to make it count for something. You know what I mean? So let me see. Okay. Then, like I said, I'm getting back into kickball. So if you like playing kickball, you like winning in kickball, you know what I mean? I'm putting me a team together, getting back into it. I kind of miss it a little bit, but I really hate the way I see my players play now. You know what I mean? Because they weren't brought up like the way that they play now. You know what I mean? But I blame some of it on them and some on the coaches. Like my girls, you got to push them. You know what I mean? Because that's what they used to. You know what I mean? And just like anybody, if you let them slack off, they gonna slack off. You know what I mean? But hey, man, they stayed polished because I always demanded a lot out of them. You know what I mean? But it was nothing more that I knew they could handle. You know what I mean? So I'm coming back to bring some excitement and structure back to the game. You know what I mean? They actually hated the structure that I had back then, but now that they seen how it is without me, I think a lot of them miss it. You know what I mean? And like I tell them, I only push you because I see something in you. You know what I mean? You might not even see it in yourself, but that's my job as a coach to push you to the limits and get the best out of you. You know what I mean? I really didn't care about being everybody's friend. You know what I mean? I'm your coach. We met through kickball, so that's the first thing we got to keep straight. You know what I mean? We got to keep how we started. We got to keep that business straight. Then, as we keep that business straight, the relationship is automatically going to grow. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I'm finna bring some structure back to the game, some excitement back to the game. You know what I mean? So, like I say, man, if you want to play with us, you must be willing to come to practice. You know what I mean? I done made a whole lot of brand new players and turned them into real players. Some of them are superstars now, or stars now. You know what I mean? I can give you a list of people that I taught them how to play, period. You know what I mean? From their first day on. Or if they played before they played with me, they were just getting in it or they were just playing, you know what I mean, just to play. But a lot of people, I done made them play with a purpose, you know what I mean, and to be used to winning. That's why a lot of my players they don't have the same energy because they're used to winning. You know what I mean? Not saying that we won every game, but we won our fair share. You know what I mean? And then your chemistry on your teams have to be right. You know what I mean? And as a coach, you got to blend all this shit in together. You know what I mean? So I will be back. We're trying to play fall ball. If you want to play with us, hey man, let me know. We're putting everything together now. We're trying to see who's gonna have a fall league and all that. So I'm actually just putting the team together. The summer season just ended for some of the players. I think it might be one or two more leagues that's still playing, but their season will probably be over in the next couple of weeks. So we are trying to put a fall team together. And hey man, it's time to get back to business. You know what I mean? I done had a nice little break. You know what I mean? So we on our way back. The walking getting better each and every day, man. I know y'all get tired of me saying the same thing about where y'all at, where y'all at, where y'all at. You know what I mean? But hey, man, that's gonna be my motto. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get people healthier. I'm glad to see my homeboy bouncing back. You know what I mean? You know, I wish him well. You know what I mean? I'm glad to see he bouncing back. He back talking shit, so I know he feeling better. You know what I mean? That's about like my mama. You know what I mean? It's certain people, like when I hear you talking shit or you raising hell, I know you're all right. When you get quiet, I get kind of weary. You know what I mean? But as long as you're raising hell or you're making some noise, you know what I mean? I know you're gonna be all right. So he's looking better. You know what I mean? So hopefully I know he just got married, so hopefully he listening to his wife and she making him do right. You know what I mean? We could be bullheaded. You know what I mean? Especially men. We're very bullheaded, but women are bullheaded as fuck too. It ain't just men. People. It's people. You know what I mean? But when your health is involved, you know what I mean? It's best to listen to somebody if you don't know nothing about it. You know what I mean? So hopefully he getting better. And he take his time on coming back. You know what I mean? Pimp, don't be in no hurry. Make sure you're right. When you come back out, make sure you're right. All the way right. You know what I mean? So uh real quick, man, we're gonna these birds playing. We looking good in the in the preseason. You know what I mean? We looking like we gonna go undefeated. We got one more game. You know, they don't cut the preseason down to 3 games instead of 4. And they playing 17 regular season games instead of 16. So we looking good tonight. We looked at pretty good last week. You know what I mean? So if y'all see me keep turning, hey man, I'm just checking on that game. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people watching the game, so y'all ain't studying me, but I'm gonna keep my eye on the game too. You know what I mean? And it was some decent football played yesterday. You know what I mean? But the season is right around the corner. So, you know what I mean? We gonna talk about them Falcons. Damn sure gonna keep our eye on the Falcons. You know what I mean? And in about another month and a half, the NBA crank back up. You know what I mean? So we're gonna keep our eye on the Hawks too. I like what both teams are doing. You know what I mean? The Braves still doing their thing. You know what I mean? They having a hell of a year. I think we about 3 games back behind the Mets. But yeah, we looking pretty good. The little rookie quarterback looking pretty good. I guess it's halftime. The little rookie quarterback we got, he looking pretty good. He hadn't thrown a touchdown, but he was like 10 for 12 in passing, 143 yards or something. So yeah, he's having a good first half. We was up 13-0 the last time I seen it. So hopefully we hold on. And like I say, I take an undefeated preseason. You know what I mean? And then if we having a good preseason, hopefully that'll carry over into the regular season. You know what I mean? And it damn sure feel better having a good preseason, even if we go 2-1. You know what I mean? I feel better going into the season instead of, you know what I mean, we be looking terrible in the preseason, and then we all hoping that we can get it together during the season. You know what I mean? So hopefully we'll look at Kyle Pitts. Oh, we up 16-3. Okay. Kyle Pitts doing the thing. I like that young boy, man. I like that young boy. And I think the receiver that we got, he gonna be all right. I don't forget his damn name. Shit, it's right on the tip of my tongue too. But I think we're gonna be decent, man. And like I said, I wish Calvin really would have kept his goddamn shit together, and him and Kyle Pitts would have been hell. And he'd have had somebody bigger than Julio. You know what I mean? Not stature wise. I'm talking about bigger. You know what I mean? So hopefully he'll stop acting crazy once he get off suspension. And then that's crazy anyway. All that money you making and you get suspended for gambling at what, $1,500? Like, come on, Pimp. Don't even play with your career like that. You know what I mean? I know you were dealing with some things, I think mental health or something, but you know what I mean, a lot of decisions we make, we put ourselves in a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And it can be avoided. You know what I mean? So you making all that money as a football player, hey man, gambling, especially on the one thing you can't gamble on, and that's football. You know what I mean? You had to do that. You could have bet on anything else. But you had to bet on football. You know that shit ain't gonna look right. You know what I mean? Especially if you betting on some of the Falcon game. You know what I mean? Like pimp. You know what I mean? Like some of this shit, man. We know better, and we just try our luck. You know what I mean? Hoping that we can get by. We gonna sneak by. Like everything comes to an end. You know what I mean? So hopefully you made you some good money before you got caught. You know what I mean? But hey man, leave that shit alone. Get your mind right and come on and play some ball, man. I like what Arthur Smith doing. You know what I mean? Like I said, I didn't really know about him last year, but you know what I mean. He looking like he might know something, especially on that offense. You know what I mean? He ain't scared. He ain't scared to run some trick plays and shit. And we need something like that. We need some excitement. We need somebody that ain't scared to go get it. You know what I mean? I know Cordell Patterson. You know what I mean? He a bad dude too, catching and coming out that backfield. You know what I mean? But I do think we need probably another good running back. You know what I mean? He's good at running every now and then, but I don't think he want to be no full time back. So we do need to get a young running back that can carry that ball and take some of that pressure off the quarterbacks. You know what I mean? We can't just be pass friendly. We need to be able to run the ball and pass that ball too. You know what I mean? So hopefully we hold on and win tonight. But I'm not gonna hold y'all all night. Um, then I want to talk about this Kevin Durant, man, and this NBA. Hey man, they over the weekend they showed him and Kyrie played together. You know what I mean? Like I think all that shit was just some shit to get something to talk about in the NBA. You know what I mean? Like it looked like everybody they still gonna be in Brooklyn. I think they might have been. I think he might have got pissed off because Kyrie didn't get that extension. But everything after that, I think it was just talk. Like him really wanting to leave and all that shit. And then once he seen that everybody wasn't going, you know what I mean, give away their whole team to get him, but then it would have made sense for him to leave, to get traded to another team. You know what I mean? If you leaving to go to a team that ain't at least on the same level that your team should be on or better, shit, you'll be a fool to leave. You know what I mean? So, hey man, I'm just trying to figure out how him and Steve Nash gonna work it out. And then if and I forgot to check and see, but I seen the podcast. I think three and an old guy or something, old guy in the three or something with JJ Reddick. Well, I don't know how recent was it, but it sounded like it might have been real recent. Well, he was talking about Steve Nash as a coach. You know what I mean? So if that's recent, he didn't say shit negative about him wanting Steve to leave or none of that. You know what I mean? That's why I say I think all that shit was just something to get the people to talking about the NBA. You know what I mean? During the down season. You know what I mean? But now they talking about I think Memphis was talking about they'll send Jaren Jackson and Desmond Bain, and I don't know how many draft picks for him. So, but I got a feeling he gonna stay in Brooklyn at least next year. You know what I mean? And Kyrie gonna be in Brooklyn. So the Lakers need to go on and look at getting Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. You know what I mean? If we can get them, you know what I mean? We gotta start looking somewhere else because don't look like we're gonna get Kyrie unless some major happen. But hey man, I don't know what them Lakers gonna do. We gotta get rid of Ross. I know that. And everybody keep talking about buying him out. Yeah, but we need to replace him with somebody. We don't need to just, you know what I mean? We're already gonna have to eat that money. You know what I mean? We do at least need a player to try to, you know what I mean, to pick up some of that slack. You know what I mean? He did get us 18 points last year. You know what I mean? Even though it wasn't a good fit, and he, I mean, he wasn't efficient worth a damn. But we got to replace those points. You know what I mean? And the guys that they signed, you know what I mean, they're all on veteran minimum. So I don't think we're gonna be able to really expect a whole lot from them. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Um, THT gonna have to step his game up. You know what I mean? I know him and Ross, they damn near play the same game almost. You know what I mean? Then neither one of them are great shooters. So, you know what I mean? But we need to get him more time so he can get comfortable. You know what I mean? So hopefully he'll take a step up this year. But like I said, it look like Durant and Kyrie both gonna be in Brooklyn next year, at least one more year, because Kyrie contract up at the end of the year if they don't resign him. So then KD might still try to make a move, but this year I think him and Kyrie gonna be in Brooklyn. So the Lakers got to look at some more trades, and I think they was talking about they might be able to do a trade with Utah. But hey man, Utah ain't really got nothing that we want. You know what I mean? Like we could use Bogdanovich. You know what I mean? He's a good shooter, and but we don't need Mike Conley. You know what I mean? Unless y'all definitely gonna take Russ. You know what I mean? But I think Mike Conley got 2 or 3 more years on this contract. So we really ain't in no hurry to get Mike Conley. Um, so I don't know who else they could. I have to look at their roster and see who they talking about. Like Jordan Clarkson. Uh, I mean, I'll take him over Russ, but that ain't really gonna move the needle. You know what I mean? So we'll still have to get some more help. And okay, let's start in the third quarter. And like I say, I'm not gonna hold y'all all night. Not why these fans on him, but I did want to come on here and get this started with being on my pages and not my profile page, and so we can go and get it on the way. Um, like I said, I'm working on a few things, talking to some people to try to get some shit taken care of. So y'all be a little patient with your boy. You know what I mean? Let me see how I want to get back in entertainment. You know what I mean? What form or whatever. You know what I mean? So, like I say, man, the phone calls I've been making and the shit I've been hearing, the game has changed a hell of a lot. So, I got to make sure that I'm up to date on what's going on and you know what I mean, how to deal with a lot of shit. Because you know me, I'm still the same motherfucker. I'm still rebellious as fuck towards bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm still not one that take anything somebody give me. You know what I mean? So, and I know with that comes a price. You know what I mean? When you stand up for yourself, that comes with a price. You know what I mean? You're gonna be called difficult and all kind of shit. You know what I mean? So I've been dealing with it all my life, so it's nothing new to me. So, and then the last thing I'm gonna talk about tonight is hey man, I know a lot of y'all play softball, but I bet you y'all didn't know that they have a no glove softball league. No glove. They play with a 16-inch softball. I just want to know, is that motherfucker hard like the regular softball? It can't be. Because ain't nowhere in the hell You finna be out there catching that ball barehanded, not no regular softball. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's I'm s- I don't know if it might have some kind of cushion to it or something or what, but they do have a no glove softball league. I didn't see that much a white boy playing, but I don't think it's too many brothers finna get out there and play softball without no glove, not no regular softball. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go back and look and see if I see any brothers on any of them teams, but you know what I mean? That kind of tripped me out. You know what I mean? I ain't never seen this shit. So, but look here, man. I wanted to come on here and let y'all know that we are uh, changing the format. So, and I know it's gonna take a little time to get everybody accustomed to um, coming to the page. That's why I know I done sent down the invites a bunch of times. I don't know if the people that already that done follow the page. I don't know if it keeps coming to you. I just hit however many it let me send out. I don't know who all sending out to. You know what I mean? I just hit select as many as it'll let me do. You know what I mean? Sometimes it be 2,000, sometimes it be 5,000, or well, I think I got them to 5,000 friends. But I don't know if it take out the people that's already following the page. So I don't know. So don't take it personal. I know you might get tired of seeing it, and then I know you might get tired of seeing me sending you different invites from all my pages. But now that I'm understanding how this algorithm work and all this shit, you know what I mean. I got some catching up to do. You know what I mean. And I've been off the scene for a minute, so trying to reconnect with all my fans and all that shit, it's gonna take a minute. But you know what I mean. I will be back in some aspect, even if it's just on here. You know what I mean. But I will be. I won't be so distant. You know what I mean. But as soon as I figure out the best way for me to deal with entertainment or be back in entertainment, I will be back. We're working on a couple of things now, so you might see me trying a whole lot of shit just to see what kind of feedback um, I get from it. You know what I mean? So that way I know what y'all really want to see. You know what I mean? I have noticed that um, on most podcasts, y'all like to see people out doing doing something. You know what I mean? Instead of just sitting around talking. You know what I mean? Like it's cool to have a day that we sit around and talk about some real shit. But I know y'all like to see people out doing something. And then I'm finna pull them grills back out too. Uh, I'm actually looking for a small building, not really a restaurant, but just some like a little takeout spot or something that people can come and pick their food up, and I can crank them grills up every day. You know what I mean? So I'm actually looking for a spot. Um, so like I say, man, we finna we going for broke now. We're going for everything. You know what I mean? The cooking, the podcast, the coaching, the getting back on stage. We finna get real busy. So if you willing to come along for the ride, hey man, let's do it. And like I say, if you get something from Papa Black Enterprises, that's where I'm keeping all the things I'm doing up on the Papa Black on the Papa Black podcast, the Papa Black Ribs and Chicken, and whatever else. If it's up on the Papa Black, it's gonna be on the Papa Black Enterprises page. So you know what I mean. Make sure you follow all the pages. And hey man, I'm finna go watch the rest of this Falcons game. And I appreciate y'all for hanging out. You know what I mean? You know, we'll be right back. If not before, we'll be back Thursday night, 9:15 with the Isha and India show. So I may be back before then, and then you know y'all will see me in the morning. And look, man, me walking, um, like I say, I'm holding steady at those 18-minute miles. I did 3 miles today, uh, in 53 minutes and 50, 51 seconds. 53, 51. So that's my best time since I've been paying it some attention. You know what I mean? At first we were just walking, but then you know what I mean. I don't really care nothing about a step counter. You know what I mean? I rather have I use my stopwatch. You know what I mean on my phone to keep up with the time that it's taking me to walk those miles. You know what I mean? I might get a little Fitbit or something that way I can keep up with the steps too. But I really don't care about the steps. As long as I know I'm walking, you know what I mean, at least 3 miles a day. You know what I mean? I'm good. So, uh, hey man, I'm finna go watch this game. Hopefully y'all finish watching the game also. And hey man, I will holler at y'all in the morning, man. And remember, live every day as if it's your last, because one of these days you're gonna be dead ass right. Hey man, it's Papa Black. Y'all be easy.